Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited to be part of the Champions book project, Mentoring Creates Change, which benefits Memories in a Mansion. And today I am here with the creator and founder of Memories in a Mansion, with Diana Alde Regia, and an author in the book, and that's Aileen Castellano. And before we get started, I'm going to ask Diana to give us a little bit more insight into the project Champions and the Memories in a Mansion. So if you can just tell us more about that, I'd really appreciate it.
I'd love to, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Memories in a Mansion is a global leadership academy. It's to empower the lives of 10 million plus young women around the world, exiting foster care, victims of domestic violence, and of trafficking. We're transforming them into strong, compassionate, and self-sufficient leaders for tomorrow. The program takes them off the street and out of their not so healthy environment and puts them into a hands-on extended program, which includes training, coaching, mentoring on self-worth, personal care, hygiene, personal development, business skills, public speaking skills, career planning, and that's just to name a few. The Champions book, The Champion Mentoring Creates Change, is a platform where the authors are able to explain how they've come out of their own challenges. We all have challenges, some bigger, some smaller, but throughout our life, there are many of them that we have to overcome. And it's just a way of showing them, the young women, that no matter where you are in your life right now, there's always a way out. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you pay attention to those around you, there's always someone willing to give you a hand up.
Well, I'm really happy that I'm part of the project, and I'm really glad that Aileen is here, and she has this phenomenal background. I was actually reading about her, and I was looking at her website, and so welcome, Aileen. I wanted to tell people about you. And Aileen is a transitions coach, ascension mentor, inspirational speaker, writer, angel channeler, and karmic healer. So Aileen is so uniquely qualified to help women and men transform their lives and step into their greatness. Following her experience in the world of finance and banking, the family construction business, and executive recruiting, Aileen obtained a master's degree in marriage and family therapy. She became a Florida Supreme Court certified mediator and built a successful private practice over the past 16 years, helping thousands of clients reimagine their lives, all while raising 4 amazing children. Armed with a passion for helping others, an abundance of applied knowledge, and an impressive record of results, Aileen is ready to coach you into manifesting the life of your dreams. And it's such an amazing background, Aileen, that you have, the connection to the angels, and then also that life of having that educational foundation and working in that family and marriage therapy realm. It's a very interesting background. So tell me more about why you became interested in the Memories in a Mansion project.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you, Tammy, and thank you, Diana, for having me here. When I heard that Diana was putting this program, this project together, I couldn't step back from saying yes and really getting involved in putting this chapter together and being part of something so beautiful. As a marriage and family therapist, I saw so many girls and so many women who were in that space of feeling or being in abusive relationships, or not finding the self-worth, the self-confidence that they needed to navigate through life and having the success that they deserve, that I'm very passionate about helping girls, women, teenagers. Actually, as a marriage and family therapist, that was the bulk of my clients, was working with teenagers and students that were graduating from either middle school to high school and transitioning them through that, or transitioning them from high school to college, and helping the families also to feel successful in this transition that their children were going through. So for me, the passion of being able to help and to remind people, or remind these girls how amazing and beautiful they really are, is what I mean. I just couldn't say no to this. This is something that I love and I'm passionate about, and I think that everybody deserves to have somebody that they could go to and talk to and have as a sounding board. And sometimes it's just about listening and allowing them to know that there's somebody that loves them and that wants to be part of whatever challenges that they're going through, because we've all gone through stuff. And for myself, I came from an abusive relationship. I was married for 37 years, very challenging, because yes, 4 kids later, you can't just walk away. You can't just step out and allow that person who had mental issues and mental situations. I didn't want to leave that person with my children. So at that point, you stay and you become strong and you build character, and you just move on, and you don't give up. And so I'm here to remind these girls and to the women out there that we don't have an option to stop supporting each other and giving to each other and being there from a place of love and not judgment to help. I mean, if one of us is down, I think it's important for all of us to step in and to help, because I know that if it wasn't for the help that I received at the time when I was down, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I would not have been able to step into being who I am, and what it is that I'm afforded to do at this point in my life. So in gratitude for that experience, I want to give back and be part of this.
So the chapter that you've written is all about motivation. So why is motivation so important to you?
I feel, Tammy, that motivation is the fuel. A lot of times we're so concerned with the fears that paralyze us and the anxiety, but if we look at it as something positive, that's our own internal voice telling us that there has to be something better, then the motivation aspect is what we use to propel us to get ourselves out of a certain situation. Just because we're in a situation doesn't mean that it's permanent. And so I wanted to teach through motivation and through using the aspects of motivation that it's a temporary, it's a moment, it's an episode, it's something that you're going through, but really putting your heart and soul into what it is that you want next and keeping them laser focused on what their goals are is really what's going to help them to get out of it. And so I think it's our responsibility to remind them that they've got the power, they've got the strength within them, and it's really just helping them bring that out so that they can use that energy into stepping into what is next and what is better in their life.
So with that, what kind of impact do you think that you're serving this type of a population and being part of this program, the mentoring for a change? That's the name of the book project. Mentoring creates change. How do you think that will impact different people around the world? I know that Diana's mission, she wants to impact 10 million women.
Well, the thing is that the motivation is the aspect that a lot of times people are lacking, right? Because they're so focused or entrenched in the darkness of what is going on in their life that sometimes it becomes so hard to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And as cliche as that may sound, the reality is that there really is. And it's to help them realize that they really don't have a choice to stay where they're at. There's nothing there. And to help them and remind them and support them that they've got to get out of that they're, just because somebody makes them feel like they're not good enough doesn't mean that they're not good enough. Just means that that's one person's opinion of them. And I know for myself and for the people that I was treating for so many years, the importance was about reminding them who they really are and not what everybody else said that they were. Because those are just feelings, those are just people who are judging, those are just people who are keeping them small. So the only way to get into that thought that they are more than enough and more than good enough is to remind them that they've got to stay centered. It's important to build self-esteem, self-love, self-confidence, and that the experiences that they had were just experiences that they had, but that does not define them unless they allow themselves to be defined by those incidences.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about your business that you've created in the last couple years with the mentoring and the coaching. So how do you work with people?
So I remind everyone the importance of understanding their energy, because everything is energy. So because everything is energy, everything holds a vibration and a frequency. And so when I was doing mental health and family therapy, I found that so many times my clients were so stuck in, well, I have a depressive disorder, I'm just lazy, or I'm not good enough. And so they stayed so stuck in the noise and in all those voices in their head that really just stepping out of the mental health and stepping into, well, you know what, let's just look at what the energy is doing to kind of simplify it. It's so when you're feeling good about yourself, your energy and your vibration is naturally elevated. And so I teach awareness for students. I teach this to adults. I teach this to people in business and relationships and their own parenting relationships as well, is that when you're in this higher energy and this higher vibration, what you attract to yourself is positive, is so much better than when you're in that mental, in that idea or that energy of doom. If you're feeling that you're doomed, you're going to create and attract more opportunities of feeling doom. But if you're feeling like, you know what, I got this, I know that I'm going to get out of the situation, I know that I'm going to help my friend get out of the situation. And so even pairing people up and keeping people accountable helps them to feel like they've got the love, the support, the energy. And at that point, the vibration stays higher and they could get out of their situation much sooner than if they're feeling like, that's it, it's a lost cause, look how horrible what's happened to them. So really what I have noticed in the energy and the vibration of the energy is that it elevates our consciousness. So when you're not in victim consciousness, you're more in the higher consciousness, then you see for yourself that you have no other choice but to get out of that dark situation. If you're in victim consciousness, you're wallowing and you're just staying in that negativity. So it's really using energy and vibration to help people not feel like we're labeling them with a mental health issue, because it's energy. So it's really to simplify it. And I introduce meditation to my clients. I introduce them to crystals if they're open to that. So I could work with small children. They love this. They love to feel that they're more in control of their thoughts. For adults, it's really powerful when when I can help an adult silence their mind from all that noise, all that clutter, all of those messages work. Sometimes stress is just so overwhelming that really putting them in a place where they feel better about themselves, naturally their energy and vibration is going to be higher. And so that's what I do as an ascension mentor, is help people have the awareness of what their energy is doing so that they can take more control of what is happening in their surroundings. So it's a very empowering tool to use.
It definitely is in alignment with the Memories in a Mansion project, because it's all about uplifting. So if somebody wanted to contact you to learn more, how could they do that?
Well, through my website under AileenC.com, they can find me through my website. There's all sorts of ways that they would email me. My phone number's on there. I do answer my cell phone. My Facebook and Instagram, they could find me under Aileen Castellano or under Aileen C, because a lot of people find that Castellano is hard to pronounce and to spell. So I'm there, I'm everywhere, and I love working with clients. And typically, if they go on my website, they can even ask for a clarity call, which is a 30-minute free call. If they have any questions, anything that I could help them out of, any particular challenge that they're experiencing, they just get on there and set a schedule on my calendar, and I'd love to have a conversation.
Wow, that's a phenomenal opportunity, a half an hour clarity call to talk with you, because that could really open up some windows or doors for people to get clear on getting that higher level of energy. So Diana, I wanted to come back to you and ask you more about the Memories in a Mansion and the Champions Book Project. I understand that there's a big event coming up.
Yes, there is. And Eileen, I wanted to reiterate, yes, nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. That's the only constant thing in life is change.
Thank
That's
you.
it. That's the one thing we can be sure of. And what others define you as, in these young women, especially going out of foster care, you know, they're transported from one bag with a bag, basically, with all their belongings, not even a suitcase, going from place to place on a moment's notice. What value can they, you know, I mean, they see what they've been defined as, and now it's us changing their mindset that, hey, what they think of you and what others label you as is not who you really are. That's a fact. And thank you for your work. And yes, our launch is August 1st, from 7 to 10 at Villa Woodbine. It's an awesome place in Coconut Grove on South Bayshore Drive, and you can get tickets on Memories in a Mansion TM for trademark on Facebook. And you can also go to get more information about the program to memoriesinamansion.org. And you can also email me at Diana, Diana, at memoriesinamansion.org.
Great. So just go to Facebook, Memories in a Mansion, TM for trademark, or memoriesinamansion.org. So Aileen, do you have anything that you'd like to leave our audience with before I let you go?
I would love to let everybody know the importance of us being there for everybody around us. Sometimes we're so cautious with the words that we use, and we're so we reserve whatever it is that we want to say out loud because we feel like the other person might be hurt by what we're going to say, or and I'm talking about when we have a positive message, or we have a message of encouragement. I want to invite everybody out there, the importance of just saying it out loud if it's coming from a place of love and compassion, because so many times I hear from a client or a friend or a family member or a teenager, you know what, that's all I needed to hear, Aileen. You don't understand what those words have meant for me. And it's because, you know what, we take the risk of just sharing and saying, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. It's going to be okay. And we don't understand, or we don't realize, because maybe we're in a different place, how much our words of strength and our words of compassion and understanding, how much that can impact somebody else. And it could be something that just propels them to start changing certain things in their life to become better. And so holding back a lot of times when we have a positive and a good message to give out, I think holding back is not an option. So I invite everybody, if you've got something nice to say to somebody, just say it. Don't hold back. They probably need to hear it. And you're going to feel better also for yourself when you can make a difference or an impact in somebody else's life.
Wow, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Diana, do you have anything that you'd like to say in summary?
Absolutely. Like Eileen said, making a difference in the life of someone is so important. It's essential. Allowing people to find their purpose. Once you find it and helping someone else to do the same, it's something that changes the world. We as a community, if we all help one person, just one person, imagine the millions of people that there are all over the world, the hundreds of millions of people all over the world. If we all just chose to fix or help, not fix, help one person, imagine the impact that we could have on this world, on this planet. That's, you know, give someone a hand up, regardless of who that person is.
Well, thank you so much, Diana and Aileen, and I really appreciate the time you took. And I'm really looking forward to reading your chapter in the Champions Mentoring Creates Change book. And everyone, August 1st is the date of the book signing and the big unveiling at Villa Woodbine in Coconut Grove. And you can get tickets to that event on Facebook at Memories in a Mansion TM, or go to memoriesinamansion.org. And of course, if you want to talk more with Aileen, it's eileenc.com, and it's Aileen with an A like angel. Makes sense to me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all the time both of you took today. And everyone, this is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a beautiful day.
Mm.